What, due to experience, do you know not to f with? Story 1. Ladders. I worked in an ED at a major trauma center, and the number of otherwise healthy people who came in paralyzed or soon to be dead from falling off ladders was eye-opening. Story 2. Vibrating logs in the forest. Don't investigate. Don't kick it. Don't throw things at it. It is always hornets. Story 3. My health. Getting older, you rediscover all those old hurts. When I was 20, I hyperextended both elbows playing volleyball. 15 years later, my elbows started aching in the winter. Also my teeth. It falls under health, but not everyone thinks about the dentist when they think about health. If you are reading this, please floss. It's a small thing that can make a huge difference later. Trust me. Story 4. Chickens while there are chicks present. My brother is a cruel little shit who liked being mean to animals while we were kids. He liked hurting them for the feeling of power it gave him, so he hurt a lot of small wildlife like frogs and garter snakes and mice. When that stopped being enough, he decided to go after livestock. We had chickens. There was a great big rooster and his ladies, and all of them had chicks. My job was to take care of the chickens, feed, water them, collect eggs, ect. My brother was bigger and stronger than me, so one day he decided to have fun and grabbed up one of the little chicks in the coop and squeezed it until it started to scream for help. My attempts to stop him did nothing. Now the chickens were used to me picking up the chicks and petting them, so they weren't alarmed when my brother picked up the chick. When it screamed, however, all hell broke loose. All the chickens went after him, going for his face and eyes. The rooster had spurs on his legs over an inch long, and he cut big grooves on my brother's face, missing his eyes by millimeters. They swarmed him and bullied him until he dropped the chick and ran out of the coop crying with blood on his face. He was 10 at the time and should have known better. Did he stop being mean to animals? No. Did they punish him for it when they could? The animals sure did. Chickens are very much like the cuckoos in the Zelda games. If you hurt one, they will all swarm you. Story 5. Fridays. In the IT world, we call it Read Only Friday. Don't change anything? Friends, before we continue our video, I want to remind you of the importance of subscribing to our channel. We are also waiting for your comments and likes. Thank you. Let's move on to the video. Story 6. Head injuries. I had a single friend that got into a barroom scuffle. He got knocked down and hit his on a tiled floor. Got back up and said that's it for tonight. He lived alone, and that was on a Friday night. When he didn't show for work on Monday with a no call, that raised some eyebrows. When he didn't show on Tuesday, someone went out to his place and broke in after no answer. He was dead on the kitchen floor. Doctor guessed a brain bleed. I think about him every time I see a video of someone getting knocked out. Edit. It's only been a couple of hours since I posted this comment, and I don't regret saying it, but I'm sorry for having dredged up so many sad stories. Story 7. Waves. Newbie body surfer misjudged a 6-foot wave and nearly drowned. Story 8. Never trust a trench or a hole over your shoulders deep. You will die a horrible death. Yes, at the beach too. Story 9. Being careless in the shower. A few years ago, I was showering and I forgot the new bottle of conditioner sitting in the counter. I slipped on some shampoo residue and rushed to get out of the shower. Because no likey cold air, I slammed my ribs against the porcelain tub. Completely knocked the wind out of me, but I somehow managed to crawl out of the shower and bathroom to make it to my phone, genuinely thinking I would have to call an ambulance to take my naked ass to the hospital. Thankfully that wasn't necessary as I laid down and caught my breath, but I had pretty bad rib pain for at least a month after, and only a tiny bruise to show for it. After that experience, I could absolutely see how falling in the shower can kill a person. Anyway, now I don't rush when exiting the shower, and I always bring my phone in the bathroom because that naked, wet crawl on the floor to retrieve it was humiliating, and I'd rather not go through it again. Story 10. Bed bugs. You can't treat those by yourself. You need a professional to treat that. This is a good note to end on. Please write your stories in the comments. I'll be happy to add them to future videos. Also, you can rate our other videos. We would be very grateful. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.